Let's travel back to a synagogue on the Sabbath. The air is thick with anticipation, not because of the sermon, but because Jesus has just walked in. And sitting there, among the crowd, is a man whose hand is withered, shriveled, and useless. It's a condition he's likely lived with for years, a constant source of difficulty and maybe even shame. Now, here's the twist. The religious leaders, the Pharisees, weren't looking at this man with compassion. They were looking at Jesus. They had a trap in mind. The Sabbath was a holy day of rest, with strict rules about what you could and couldn't do. Healing was considered work, so they watched Jesus, thinking, is he going to heal on the Sabbath? They're hoping to catch him breaking the rules so they can accuse him. They weren't interested in mercy. They were interested in making a point. Jesus, knowing their thoughts, cuts right through the tension. He turns to the man with the withered hand and says, "Stand up in front of everyone." Can you imagine that moment? The whole room goes silent. All eyes are now on this one man, standing in the middle of the synagogue, his disabled hand on display for all to see. The tension must have been unbearable. Jesus then poses a question to the entire room, a question that turns their own logic against them. He asks, which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save a life or to destroy it? Silence. No one dares to answer. How could they? To say it's lawful to do evil would be absurd, but to admit it as lawful to do good would mean approving of what Jesus was about to do. They were caught in their own trap. Jesus looks around at them, and you can almost feel his disappointment and frustration with their hard hearts. They were so focused on their rules that they had forgotten the whole point of the law, to love God and to love people. Then, turning back to the man, Jesus gives a simple command, stretch out your hand. The man obeys. And as he stretches it out, a miracle happens. His hand is completely restored, just as whole and healthy as the other one. In that instant, Jesus showed that compassion is never against the rules. Doing good and showing mercy isn't something you schedule for a convenient time. It's always the right thing to do. This story reminds us that true faith is about helping people and showing love, not just following a checklist. What a powerful lesson for all of us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.